So when I was about 12, I was starting to get into things, boys, sneaking out, lying. And I had a boy over while my mom was gone to night school. She came home early. That next day, as I continued to be punished, I made a decision that the grass was greener and I would go live with my dad. 4 months after I moved in with him, he began to sexually abuse me. I was so afraid of him that I didn't tell anybody. So when I was 19, I decided, along with a girlfriend of mine, that I would move out to Las Vegas. I began to shoot up drugs. I began to engage in pornography, started getting involved with some pretty dangerous people. I was ready for a change, so I just drank and did a few pills and managed. I had met a guy named John right before going out to South Carolina, and we stayed in touch. John came out to visit me and he proposed. I introduced him to pain pills. He was hooked. After a long night of using together, I got up on a Sunday morning and I went to wake him and he wouldn't wake up. And then the emergency room doctor came out and he started asking me questions. I said, "Is he gonna be okay?" He's like, "Ma'am, he died." And I just remember laying on the floor, screaming. I was so shocked that he was gone from this earth, that he could actually die from what we were doing. When I was in jail, I was okay. I would read my Bible, I would want to talk to family, but as soon as I got any bit of freedom, I was back using drugs. I call it like a really evil time. About 3 months into that 4-month jail stay, I went to pretrial, and one of the guys, who was actually the ringleader of the crime, he let it be known that I had nothing to do with it. About a month later, the charges got dropped, and I was released. During that time, God showed me that the life I was living was going to end in long-term prison, death, and I was just so grateful that I wasn't going back to prison for many, many years, that I told God and my family, I said, whatever it is you want me to do, I will do it. I went to Shepherd's Gate, just went in there with open ears and an open mind and took off my running shoes and embraced it.
She was ready. She was tired. She had been to Shepherd's Gate a couple of times and left prematurely, and that didn't turn out very well. So she realized that she had to do something different, and she was ready.
Venus, I've always looked up to her. She was one of the counselors who had come through addiction. She had been an addict and come through to the other side. So that was really great, really helpful. Went to Miss Dolores, learned a lot about my father wound and healing from what had been done to me. Really starting to receive that none of that was my fault. Anything that they suggested as wise, I tried to do. This is all God's grace. I don't know, He just gave me these open hands and this open heart and this willingness that I can't explain. Graduated the renewal program, and at that time it was the happiest day of my life. I had accomplished what I thought was impossible.
She's an amazing young lady. She was so focused. She's a go-getter. She set goals and she didn't stop until she achieved them, and I really admired that about her, that when she set her heart to something, she really went after it.
I never, ever, ever, ever thought I could be sober. Like, didn't even want to. So the fact that I am almost 7 years clean and I'm encouraging others to do the same, like, God can do it. God can do it.